Hi guys, today we are talking about trends, and not in the sense of what's trending right now. I think there's a lot of videos out there to help you with the current trends if that's what you're looking for. This video is more about trends in general, how you can consume trends in a way that fits into your personal style, helps you avoid overconsumption, and in general be able to have fun and lean into trends rather than being overcome by them. And I think it's a good time to have this discussion because we are right at the beginning of a new season where we're seeing all these trends emerging. We are loving them. We want to go heads in, dive in and enjoy it. But what happens after the trend kind of just trickles away? Basically, this video just helps us refocus ourselves and center ourselves in our own personal style and fashion rather than being overwhelmed and consumed by current trends. Saying that, guys, please save this video as a point of reference or even share it with someone who is questioning, who has questions about how they can become a trendy or how they can incorporate current trends into their style, etc. And I genuinely hope you benefit something out of it. But before I get into it, guys, my name is Banke. If you're new on this channel, I talk mostly about fashion, bits and bobs of beauty, a touch of lifestyle, and anything else in between because we are multifaceted over here. And if you're returning, hey, welcome back to my channel. Before you go ahead and tap into any trends, I think you should first of all evaluate your wardrobe. Do you have anything similar or do you have anything complementary? Now, when I say anything similar, it just shows that within the course of, you building your wardrobe, you've been drawn to that item when it wasn't trending, and you've acquired the item, and that kind of just shows that that trend tunes into your personal style. I don't know if you get what I mean. And when I say complementary, it means that if you do bring in this trend, so if you do bring this trend, say cargo pants, into your wardrobe, how does it fit anything that you currently have in your wardrobe? That's the I probably should break this into two separate points, but because they are kind of like intertwined, I've made it as one point, but essentially it's two different points. So I'll break it down and give you an example. I go into my wardrobe as an example. I can already pick out 4 or 5 items that are burgundy. So I've kind of been leaning into this color way before it became a trend. But then again, I can say burgundy is that color that comes back around every autumn winter. It's one of the hues that we're drawn to during winter. But if you never even thought about this color outside of now that it's become a trend, you should really question your intention when you're then buying this color, because it just shows that it's outside of it becoming a trend and you seeing it on people and you liking it on people. Outside of that, you were never really drawn to this color. Do you see what I mean? So for me, for example, when burgundy became a trend and I started seeing more items and more pieces in burgundy, I know this is my time to kind of like invest in more of those pieces that didn't exist when this color wasn't a trend. For example, now I can find myself a burgundy belt that I never had. Do you see where I'm going? Because I know I like the color. It's a color that I would wear outside of it being trendy, or something that I would hold on to for a very, very long time in my wardrobe. Do you guys get it? And now if I buy a burgundy belt, I know I have burgundy shoes that will match my belt. I know I have a burgundy bag or accessories that would also match my belt. So it's not going to be just a standalone item in my wardrobe. There's already existing items that would complement that belt. So I feel very confident when I make a choice to buy a belt like that. I feel very confident already that I have things that it would work with in my wardrobe. So it doesn't feel like a waste of money. Do we get it? I'm sure we get it, but this is such a good pointer when you're thinking about a trend. Either it be color, either it be a certain style, either whatever it is, just think about your wardrobe critically and what you like. I'm very, very conscious and mindful when I introduce new things into my wardrobe. Over time, that's why I've been able to cut down on fluff. I'm not buying it if it doesn't fit into my wardrobe. On my second point, I say you like the trend and it's you're convinced that you love this trend, but you don't know how you're going to step into it. I will say neutralize the trend. So when I say neutralize the trend, I mean start in a subtle way so that the trend is not the overpowering item on you. So I'll give an example. You want to neutralize a color that you're loving right now, and I'll give an example again with maybe burgundy, because that's what we're loving. How I would do this if burgundy is new to me, I would pair it with maybe an all black outfit. You can't go wrong with that, and have it as an accessory. So the accessory is not overpowering, so you can either go with a handbag or a pair of shoes, or even as little details as your lipstick or nail color. So this way you're not overdoing it with a trend that you're not necessarily going to want to wear, you know, in a few seasons. And then if you do find out that you are actually loving this trend, you can build on that. You can then buy maybe a knitwear because it's perfect for the season. Pair that knitwear with a pair of jeans or with black tailored trousers. And that takes me to my next point. Make sure that you're balancing out trends with classic pieces. I think that's very, very, very important. You don't want to look like you're consumed a trend way too hard to be trendy. Do you see what I mean? If you're top to bottom covered in all trendy pieces, I mean, I'm sorry, you are trying way too hard. Doesn't look natural, doesn't feel natural. I don't think, and that's my personal opinion, I don't think that actually communicates what you're trying to communicate, that you're trendy and you're cool. It just says that, yeah, I'm just playing a part as like a costume. It doesn't feel natural. And I'm a full advocate for wear whatever you like, wear whatever you enjoy. But at the same time, if you're being intentional about what you wear, you are actually going to enjoy fashion a lot more than if you're trying too hard. So that brings me into my next point. If you are going to do full-on trends, so color trend as well, we'll kind of stick to colors as an example. Make it tonal. So go for a full burgundy suit. That's absolutely fine. You haven't tried too hard to do that. Go for something tonal, so you can wear a burgundy jumper with burgundy skirts or trousers. You know, it's still very intentional and it's still very cohesive. Like, no one is gonna look at you and think, oh my god, there's too much going on here. So my final point on trends is reuse and rewear. I mean, that's the whole point why you've bought the items, right? You want to be able to enjoy those pieces. You can have fun while the trends last, and that's the whole point of fashion as well. You want to be able to rewear your pieces over and over again, and the best time to do that is while those pieces are trending. And I'll say this as well. For me, when trends are gone, sometimes I do rest the trend for a bit, even though I like the item and I like the item a lot, but overconsumption and oversaturation of certain things, I just kind of get a little bit fed up. It doesn't mean that I don't like that trend, it just means I need to rest it. So again, if I've participated and had my most fun out of that item, I don't feel some type of way when I rest those pieces until I'm ready for them again. So that's why I say reuse and rewear while you can, before you get tired of them and before you rest them. I mean, there's a lot of pieces in my wardrobe that I know I genuinely love. I would never get rid of them. I know I might not wear them as often because they were trending at some point and I just really do need to chill. And when everything settles, I can start bringing them back and re-wearing them again in my wardrobe. I hope that makes sense. Anyway guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me. And also, if you want to see how I'm tapping into current trends, what I'm wearing, etc., you can also find me on my other social platforms where I share more often. Until next time, take care. Bye.